Of the Music Dreams USA Radio Worldwide Artist Spotlight Show. And it brings us up to my friend B More, an amazing artist with an amazing new song. We'll talk to him about his new song, his musical journey, and we'll find out a little bit more about our artist. And his name is B More. And we're super excited to have him on our show. And again, our show is being brought to you by the Russell K and Alexa Morning Show. Make sure you check those guys out, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Monday through Friday on Music Dreams USA Radio. Your home for the best party mix, the best party mix shows, and just music for everyone. You can find us on the Alexa app. Just enable the app and say, Alexa, play Music Dreams USA Radio. And then there you are. You can listen to us anywhere, anytime, any place, 24/7. Now, let's go live and meet our artist, B More. Hey, B More, what's up,
Hey,
brother?
hey, how you doing? How you doing? Doing good.
Oh man, we interview a lot of artists. I gotta tell you, man, I love that name. So, how did you come up with the name Be More?
I kind of when I was 19, I wrote a book, my autobiography. And when I got in the papers for my book, they called me Be More. They called me the Hard Knock Son of Be More. So it kind of stuck with me.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So I know you're like in a hospital right now, right? Yeah, talk about lights out. Hopefully, our interview's not lights out.
Oh no. Yeah. So yeah, and the name Be More just kind of stuck with me, and then that's my hometown, of course. Um, it made me who I am today. So yeah, it kind of stuck with me. That's pretty much everybody called me that. Be More.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So, talk to our listeners about your new song. Can you tell us the name of the song and how that song came about, and what's on the horizon for Be More?
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Well, the song called "Hustler's Anthem," and again, when I was 19, 20, I had an ice cream truck business. Me and a business partner, and while I was driving the truck around the corners and stuff like that, seeing the kids, this beat was playing in my head, and the hook happening, clap your hands. That was playing in my head as well, and I just said, let me put my own words to it and figure out how I can, you know, making it to a song. And I came up with it, and then I stuck with it, and it took like a couple years after that though for me to actually go in the studio. I recorded. I just started recording a lot of things, a lot of hooks and stuff like that before I actually got in the studio, and then once I got in the studio, it was easy from there.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, what does your songwriting look like? Is it from personal experiences, or I know some artists they have a computer with all the words, and then they kind of like put the beats behind the words. What does your songwriting look like for you?
Um. Yes. Well, I'm definitely am from the streets though. Baltimore had a rough life, so when you hear the song, you'll hear it's a lot of things that I've been around or I per se been around or have done per se. But at the same time, when you hear the song, I'm only the person on the hook. I don't actually rap. I got the rappers. I got rappers underneath of me. I am the actual CEO of the label. It's called ATM Records. So when you hear the song, it's more so we want to make you laugh a little bit because I'm kind of when you hear music now, they starting to sound the same if you realize it, and we just want to be different. We want to make you laugh. If you think about it, it's like Eminem. Eminem, when he came out with his songs, some of his music, he make you laugh. Him and D12. When he dressing up like Superman and Batman and everything like that. So we want to bring that back to the music field, to the music world though. So that's our mission. We got some serious music as well though, but we want to have fun and entertain you as well.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. We just interviewed an artist last week from Canada, and this was her quote. Her quote was, the music of today, it just seems like the artists of today are just kind of like rushing into putting up songs. whether it's a record deal or, they're not really putting the heart in, the soul into music writing, that they're just putting songs together and
Right.
just to get them out there. And it's not really, reading what's going on in the world today. She goes on to say that a lot of music you hear today, I mean, even like your younger people are not even listening to music today. They're listening to more old school music. So,
Yeah.
what is your comment on that feedback from an artist up in Canada?
She makes sense. It, she's correct because some of the artists they like the instead of coming up with something I would say original or everybody trying to follow a trend. And I think the trend is right now that's been for the last couple of years is I want to say like trap music, um, and everybody having that T Pain voice. Everybody, even when he's singing and everything, they got that T Pain voice, and you don't really hear their voice. You know what I'm saying? It's like a computer voice, and
Mhm.
uh, I don't see a lot of I don't know, no imagination, no creativity. It seems like it's missing right now. I would say that the one lady that just came out, her name is from New York. She's pretty good and she's pretty decent. And she sounds different. I can't even think of her name right now though. But yeah, we just that's the only way to do it in order for rap to come back to where it was in the past is to be different. If we keep following this trend, hip hop is gonna go down. I believe anyway. You know what I'm saying? But right now, other genres of music is actually becoming more popular than hip hop. If you
Oh
look at,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
yeah. Um,
Yeah, I mean, country music is pretty hot right now. Old
mm,
school is coming back now. Like your older music, the old school stuff is coming back. Country's pretty hot right now. And if you think about it, when you listen to the top 40 music of today, what's one of the things you hear in those songs? You hear bits and pieces of what? Old school
Old
music,
school, yeah,
right?
old school music.
Flow Rider, What a Night, Dua Lipa, Dance the Night Away, just to name a few.
Right.
Um, but yeah, I mean, so it just goes to show you that, the music, um, it's definitely changing. I think everything in the world is changing today. If you want to be, point blank about it.
Right.
Um, but yeah, definitely. I definitely. I mean, so let me ask you. Since you're with a record label, you obviously get like a lot of people coming your way, right? Yeah, it's like everyone wants to be that rock star. So, what is your process? I mean, what do you go through, and how do you screen somebody to see if they are a good fit for your record label?
Um, mm, that's a good question. I look for well, when you listen to music, everybody gonna say, "Oh yeah, my music is great," and I'm not knocking it because if just because I don't like it, don't mean the next person don't like it. You know what I'm saying? But in order for you to become on my label, if you, for instance, just for rap, because I want to do all genres of music. I'm starting off with hip hop, of course, because that's what I know. But eventually, I want to get into rock and roll, gospel, every genre of music is possible, because I got the ear for everything. But starting out with hip hop, or just music in general, I have to feel it. It have to give me some type of when I hear the song, some type of emotional feeling, whether it's happy, sad, anything that changed my mood. If it can change my mood, I'm rocking with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And and you got to be able to. I look at music pretty simple. So if you can get the hook together, all you got to do is basically write to that hook. You know what I'm saying? So if
Mhm.
the hook talking about whatever the hook is talking about, right to that hook. You know what I'm saying? And from there, um, if you can't rap it or sing it, it might be somebody else that can do it for you.
Right.
Cause there's all types of ways to do music. But yeah, that's basically what I'm looking for. It don't matter if you're a woman or a man. It doesn't matter. Um, I'm looking for creativity. But see, the thing is though, I don't get a lot of people come to me because I'm kind of on the low. Like even pictures that's out there of me on the internet, it don't look like me. because I'm dressed up and I kind of like a low profile. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I know a lot of big people, I guess you could say, in the world that a lot of people know about, but I just I stay low key. Um, and for the reasons for that, it's a lot of haters out there. A lot of people that want to start trouble and all that. I really ain't got time for it. Um, yeah, so I'm like I'm a lone star right now. Because the funny thing is, my music right now is from back in the day. My song that's out now that I put out this year, it has over 22 million views.
Wow.
But that song is actually from 2009,
Wow. Mhm.
right? So you know what I'm saying?
That's amazing.
Yes. So what I did was just through the years, I paid attention to the music game, and then I just started realizing that everything just started sounding the same. So let me go ahead and throw this out there and see what it do, because this don't sound nothing like what's going on out there. So I put it out there, and from there, everything started moving.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
it's
saying? So,
amazing. I love hearing you say that because you're right, especially in the music business. Just keep on doing it over and over again, and eventually people are gonna get it, right? And, just
right.
keep on doing it. Come up with a plan, and whatever that plan may look like for you, just keep on doing it over and over again, and eventually you're gonna get noticed, and people are gonna notice what you're doing. And so I love hearing you say that. So let's talk about, how did music begin for you? What made you want to get into the music industry?
Oh yes. So basically, I would say music saved my life. More so my childhood, living in uh, living a rough childhood. Basically, me being the only child. So at times that was the only thing I could turn to. I remember being on the bed with a piano and a messed up little radio with the tape player, and I used to hook it up and I used to just like make beats with it, and I would do that until I fall asleep. Like, I do that every time until I fall asleep, and from there, music just stuck with me. And then one time my aunt let me go to a professional studio, and I just sat there all day and let the and seen the rappers and singers come in and out of there just to see how everything would work. And they asked me, "Do you think you could be able to do this?" Oh yeah, I like this. This is right up my alley. You know what I'm saying? So from there, I just but at that time, that was literally like the last time I ever been in the studio, and that was probably been from the time that happened. I was probably like 10 years old. And then the last time after that, I wasn't into the studio until until I turned 18 years old. I would say like 18. So like 8 years it took me to get back into the studio.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Just because of life, everybody be like, "Oh, what?" They look at it. Even when you got good music or anything good going on, they be like, "What happened? What's going on? Why you ain't doing this or why you ain't doing that?" It's life. Life can hit you,
Mhm.
and then you can't do nothing about it. Once life hits you, you gotta roll with the punches.
Absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree with that. And,
Yeah.
so how can our listeners get in contact with you, whether to be purchase music or maybe to reach out about a potential gig for you? How do they get in contact with you?
Or my email is ghost GHOST B as in boy more MORE at yahoo.com. Or I'm on TikTok at Ghost B More. Or if you go to Instagram or Twitter, it's ATM Records 2023, and that's one word, ATM Records 2023. And if you're interested in my iTunes is ATM Hustlers Anthem. And same as for my TikTok, if you want to do a video from with my song, it's ATM Hustlers Anthem, and you can get in touch with me, and I will answer back. I'm pretty quick about that.
Awesome, awesome. So let's talk about that song. So basically what I'm hearing you say, as far as that song goes, it's from, as you mentioned, your childhood past, and, a lot of, that song has a lot of different things that you went through in your childhood. Is that accurate?
Yes, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. And,
Mm.
so, and you mentioned, like, you're starting to play the song and you're getting some big time hits on that song. A lot of people are listening to that song. So, yeah, I
Yes.
mean, and here's where I'm going with that, right? That's just another example, especially with the world today, like all the crazy things happen in the world. I think music is more important now than it's ever been. Not that music has never been important, but just everything that's going on in the world today, I really think it's up to the artists to all step up and maybe put together some music to help people
Mm.
in different types of situations. I mean, that's just my
Right.
take on it. I think, yeah, as you just mentioned, we're all going through different things in life, and life throws you curveballs and so on and so forth. But I just think like the artists need to step up and really put some music out there that can help people no matter what situation they're going through. Do you agree or disagree with
Right.
that statement?
Oh, I agree. I agree. I definitely agree. Um, you know, it's motivation. You gotta, in order to come up out of it, you gotta either be motivated, you gotta push, don't ever stop, keep going, whatever you believe in. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. And it's gonna be hard for you. For you, you're only human, so it's gonna definitely be hard. It ain't nothing easy. The road is not easy at all. But you got to keep trying. And I hear a lot when they say, "Don't wait for something. Don't wait for an opportunity, or just do it now." And me personally, I believe that. But sometimes you got to back up a little bit and watch the game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like instead of you, it's like when you're in a room full of crowded people. Instead of you talking, just be quiet and listen, and then you'll figure it out. And that's how I'm approaching the game.
That's
You know what I'm saying? The
awesome.
music. You know.
That's awesome. And so that's gonna be my next question for you. Now, let's think about the young up and coming artist that maybe you want to get to where you are right now. You're the owner of a record label. You got a song that's just popping right now, and you have an upcoming aspiring artist who may be watching the show now, or maybe in the future they'll be watching the show. What bit of advice would you give that artist right now?
Well, believe it or not, like what I see now, I see a lot of artists putting out a lot of music at one time. It's like they put a song out. They put out 10 songs out in 2 weeks. You haven't made no type of money from the first song you put out. Um, you have to, do, put ads out. I believe you gotta make your money back. But the thing is, music is pretty easy to make. If you creative, your creativity never goes away. The big problem in music industry is the business part of the music industry. You need to get your business right. You need to get your paperwork right. You don't got your paperwork right, a lot of money you gonna be missing. It's a lot of money you gonna be missing, and you ain't gonna know what to do. You can get ripped off. It's a lot of stuff. So you got to get your paperwork right. Um, and anybody want to figure out how to do that? I got people on my team that get all your paperwork right. Now, a lot of people might think, "Oh, I got BMI, I got ASCAP." It's much more than what you think. It's a lot more than that. Um, and to be honest with you, at one point in time, I thought I had all my paperwork right until I got with a Gigi Miller, who's one of my partners. Her name is Gigi Miller. You can find her on all social medias, and she teach you the game. I don't know if anybody know or heard of FBG Duck. He was a rapper out of Chicago, and I want to say, well, he's passed away now, but she started his career with his paperwork, make sure that he had everything straight. So that's exactly who you want. You want somebody, you want to get your paperwork done right, because with me, I get basically 100% of my money. Nobody, I'm not no middleman, nothing. I get everything.
Mhm.
Um, um, a record label can't. The only thing a record label can do for me, a big record label, is probably give me a distribution deal or a publishing deal. Anything else, I'm not really taking. You know what I'm saying? You can't sign me because I'm on my own label. But if you can give me a distribution deal and a publishing deal, do me good, then all the money come to me. You won't get ripped off because you know where the money going at, where the money going out at. So everything makes sense though. But your paperwork is very important. And then once you get your paperwork, now the paperwork is hard. Now that's hard work. If you don't know what you're doing, you got to understand, the ins and outs of it. And I don't even know everything, but whatever I don't know, I know who does.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like when you have a when you got a team, you don't want to be the smartest person in the room. You want somebody. You want to be with people that's smarter than you. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever
Right.
you don't know, you can go to somebody else that do know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not the smartest person in my group. I will say that I am uh, the most motivated, and that's just what I believe in. I can keep going forever and forever. You know what I'm saying? Like I can grind forever. I'm motivated. That's one thing that I will say that I have over everybody. Not saying that they don't have that neither. That drive. Everybody that I work with has the same type of drive, but I just think my drive is special. If I didn't have this drive, I wouldn't be able to build the team that I have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard to build a team because you got to be a people's person. If you're not a people's person, it's hard to build a team because you got to take in everybody' opinions, and you got to make sure that that person opinion, that person opinion, and try to put it together to make it make sense. You know what
I
I'm saying?
love that.
So
Yeah, it's working together as a team. You're exactly right, and work together as a team, and when you do that, your results will be much better. I totally agree.
yeah.
Yeah, great stuff. And so, as we wind down our interview here, what would you like to share with our listeners? If there's anything you'd like to share with them, what would that be?
Um, music should just have fun. Life in general, just have fun, enjoy yourself. Don't take everything so serious. We only got one life to live. Um, Live it the way you want to live it. I can't judge. So like I said, nobody's perfect. So do what you do, and I would say enjoy yourself while you're doing it. Make sure it's the right decision, because one bad decision could be the rest of your life. And I'm not on that type of time, so I'm gonna try to make the best decisions that I can make. Whatever decisions that I make that is bad, I can make sure that I can recover from it. If I can't recover from it, it ain't for me.
Right. So we're doing an interview with you from the hospital, right? You're like a manager of a surgery,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Tell her,
yeah.
listen a little bit about something like that, right? I mean, when you come to the Russell K and you come to the Music Dreams USA Radio Artist Spotlight, we're like everywhere, baby.
Right, right,
So tell her, listen a little bit
right.
about what you do on the side.
Um, oh, a little bit of everything. Besides this regular job working at the ER, uh, basically an entrepreneur. Like I said, I wrote a book when I was 19. I got like 20, 22 small little poetry books. Um, yeah, but my autobiography just talks about from the ages from I was born to the age of 18, how I survived the streets of Baltimore. Uh, I'm into anything basically like water ice and Italian ice. Like I said, every once in a while I might go back and get a couple gallons of Italian ice and might go sell it and make a couple extra dollars. Uh, I'm trying to figure out some other. I deal with like hemp, seeds like that. Um, and there's so many things. Whatever. I used to buy storage lockers too. Every once in a while, I flip a storage locker, just like the TV show Storage Wars. So I got a couple side hustles. Working on another business, microgreens. But what one thing I will say, as I've learned, is that don't take on too many businesses at one time,
Oh yeah,
because you only hear me unless you got a team. Because if you do, you scattered everywhere, and you ain't gonna be able to put, effort until one of them's, them businesses. What I will say though, over the years, all the businesses that I've dealt with, if one ain't making money, I will go to the next one and make some money for that. For that period of time. And then if that slows down, I go to the next options to make some money though. So I say that will work, but after a while you get tired and you just want to stick with one thing, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm just more so into the music, um, and whatever else that I decide to get into. I have my wife and kids get involved. So
that's
once my
awesome.
kids get involved, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm working on doing the microgreens. I got one son. I got four girls. Whew, it's a lot with that.
Yeah,
So
big old family there, brother.
yeah. So yes, girls they like the grow stuff. So that's what I'm getting them to do the microgreen business. So they teach them how to grow food, and because you know how the day is, food right now is bad out there. all the different foods they got in the United States,
Mm,
starting to tear everybody up. So growing your own food is the best option. So
right.
that's what we're working on.
We could be our own farmers, huh?
Yeah, yep, yep, yep. Eat healthy. That's the way to go. Wealth. What would it say? Wealth is health, or health is wealth.
There you go. I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah,
Well, Be More,
yeah.
it was certainly a pleasure to meet you, and thank you for sharing your musical journey with us and your music and everything. And one last time, if you can just let our listeners know, how can they download your music and how can they get in contact with you?
Oh, you can go to IG ATM Records 2023. That's one word. Um, TikTok is Ghost Be More. I want to say iTunes. You can download the song ATM Hustlers Anthem. I'm on Spotify as well. Every streaming site, ATM Hustlers Anthem. The picture you'll see is a money sign, and it has ATM in the middle of it. So, because there's a lot of songs that's called Hustlers Anthem, I just realized that. So, if you can't find my particular song because there's so many, make sure you just put ATM, and then it'll pop up.
Awesome.
Um, yeah, and that's pretty much it.
One last question for you. Are you a big sports fan?
Oh yes,
What's your favorite sport?
definitely football.
Who's your team?
Oh yeah, Baltimore
The
Ravens
Ravens,
and
huh?
Orioles. Yep.
Little Lamar
If you,
Jackson style, baby.
oh yeah, if you one of my pictures that I got because they just did oh matter of fact, if you type in my name, just Google my name, Anthony Jamal Banks Jr., aka B More. Jamal is spelled Jamaal. There's articles on me. They just published me in over 450 news sites all over the world. So yeah, I'm in 24 hip hop. I'm in Hype Fresh, Rolling Hype magazine. So that's pretty good.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I think you're the first rapper we've ever interviewed on the Music Dreams USA Radio Worldwide Artist Spotlight Show. I have to go
Oh,
back
okay.
and look at our archives, but I think that you may be the very first rapper that we've actually interviewed on our show.
Oh, that's what's up. That's good.
Well, you know what they say, right? It's also the first time for everything, right? So what the heck,
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. That means it's That's why I said I try to do something different so everybody can enjoy their lives because if you don't do something different, you can't expand your horizon. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I want to do, expand my horizon.
I hear you. Well, thank you so much. It's so nice to meet you, and thank you for taking time out. And all the best to you as you move on in your musical career. And I'm sure we'll cross paths again with you for sure.
Oh yes,
And
definitely,
definitely
definitely.
wish you all the best. And thank you for your time this evening. And before we end our show, is there any final thoughts you'd like to share?
Um, yeah, hustling, stack your bread.
I love it.
they understand. They understand what I'm saying when the song come on.
There you go. Well, again, thank
Yeah.
you so much, and you take care of yourself, my friend, and have fun up in the hospital. I know
Oh yeah.
it's probably like pretty crazy every day, I bet, huh?
Yeah.
Never a dull
Luckily, I'm
moment, I
upstairs.
bet.
Yeah, I'm upstairs on the second floor. Ain't nobody up here but me and the ghost.
Well, I mean, you're the manager, right? Didn't you tell me you're the manager?
Yeah, yeah. One of the managers out.
How nice can it be?
Yeah, it definitely is.
All right, my friend. Well, you take care.
Yeah.
Be safe. And
All
again,
right.
on
Thank you.
behalf of Music Dreams USA Radio and our show, Music Dreams USA Radio Artist Spotlight, it's been a pleasure meeting you, and thank you for being on our show tonight.
You too. Oh, no problem.
Take care.
Thank you.
Peace out, my brother.
All right. Peace.